lefty.
I guess he was waiting for it to go live. Is that what it was?
Yes. So
Oh, cool.
it will notify people that we are about to go live, and so
Okay.
they're basically sitting on a screen that's kind of waiting for us to
Yeah, yeah. They've been
unveil our
sitting there
beautiful
waiting while we've been
faces.
talking for the last
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yes. So I'll wait till a few more people get in here to introduce you,
That's cool.
and then once Ryan frees up, we'll go back up to the front. And
It's your turtle club. We do whatever you want.
well, I'm really glad that you agreed to come on here because personally, I really enjoyed our time together at Goals, and I kind of wish that we had more time together.
Yeah.
Because I when when you said when you said Dustin, will you sign my chest? I was like, oh my god, this guy is gonna be fun.
Listen, I crack jokes all day, every day. Like my
Yeah.
wife gets so sick of it. She'll laugh at some of them, but most of them she's like, "Would you just shut up?" No, I can't. I can't. I
Well, it's
can't.
always good to be in company of someone who has a light heart and is just always looking to smile and laugh. It's fun. It
It's
makes
years
things
of
way more
trauma.
fun.
It's
Like,
years of trauma.
well, also like when we were at Goals, I think we were the only social media people or YouTubers who were goofing off and trying to have a good time. Everybody else was so serious. What's up, D
Everybody was so
Bobs?
serious.
What's going
Everybody was
on?
like talking about specifics about guns, and we're like, "Hey, do you have any free stuff you can give us?"
Right? Oh my God! There goes the air compressor.
What's up, D boss? Get some dirt time. Sorry, it's the beard. I'll cover it up.
Oh. Okay, so we got about 9 people in here now. Hopefully we'll get some more trickle in. But yeah, I just wanted to take a quick moment to introduce our new friend to the channel, Mr. Lee Snow. Lee is awesome, dude. We met him for the first time a couple of weeks before Goals. He dropped off a gun, which I'm still yet to paint, but I will get it done soon here. Um, yeah,
That's all right.
Lee, if you want to kind of introduce yourself, tell everybody who you are, what you're about, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Hey, tell fart jokes and shoot things to the glory of God. So that's me, and I'm standing in my front yard, and it's a million and a half degrees out here.
Well,
But I have
I
a really small house, and so I have two boys that are like little versions of me, and so you can't do anything in there that's official or anything. So I'm outside.
That's funny. Well, we appreciate you enduring the heat to talk to us. I guess Lee's kind of being conservative here. He has over 2 million followers on TikTok.
It's
Um,
1.9.
Yeah, and well, okay, 1.9, and he's making a crossover to YouTube, as so we
Yep.
want to introduce our viewers to you, talk a little bit about what we were doing at Goals, and then maybe talk about some future plans and even talk about our upcoming project together.
Yeah, David's in the chat. He's butthurt about my hat. Listen, we would have got the hat, but we got sidetracked by the Fat Man body armor, and we forgot to go back to get the hat afterwards. So I apologize. Also, um, I should cover it up because they denied me, David. So I'm wearing the hat because it's a good hat, but
They
they didn't.
denied you goodies.
Yeah, they said I don't have enough followers.
Oh wow, that's surprising.
that was
Oh, okay,
that was their
Ryan's back.
legit excuse was you don't have enough followers. And I was like, I don't know how many you want me to have, but okay, whatever. I'm like,
Yeah, well, 1.9 million sounds like quite a few followers.
Yeah. And especially like the owner told me to email them, so I emailed them, and then they were like, "Yeah, no." I was like, "Well, your owner said." So then they were like, "Oh, we'll forward your email." So I'm still waiting, but it's a really awesome hat. It doesn't have the stupid little dot on the top, so it's more comfortable. Anyways,
uh, Dave's upset that Lee got that dope hat and he didn't get one.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Dave got me a shirt from USCCA because Dave loves me.
Yep, he did.
oh look
He
at
sure
that.
did. He was like, this is specifically for Ryan. I picked out the size and everything,
Yeah.
and he even sprayed some of his cologne on it for Ryan.
That way I would never. That way I would never forget.
Dave, it's wrapped around a pillow in Ryan's bed right now, and he snuggles it every night.
You know this.
I'm watching. Anyways, uh,
Anyways,
Yeah. What was your favorite part about goals?
um, I liked the companies that were just like down to earth. Like a lot of them, most of them were like just down to earth, hanging out because it was kind of a media day, and no one had ever really done that before. It was the first convention, first, a lot of them like a couple of them, they said like that was their first media day they've ever done,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So they
Yeah.
really didn't know what to expect. So they weren't trying to be all professional and that sort of stuff. They were just kind of hanging out and getting ready for the week. And then when creators stopped by, they would talk to them. And,
Which I thought
you know,
was really dope, so
yeah, it was kind of
kind of
like their setup day, but we were just allowed to be in there and talk to people and stuff. So some of the booths weren't even fully set up, especially when I got there. None
right.
of them were set up.
Right.
But
well, you
um
came in the freaking bay door, loading bay doors, just randomly, like Lee walking in, like, "Hey, how you doing, everybody?"
Yeah.
I posted, like, I've started taking my YouTube videos and clipping them using the remix thing. And so I clipped that part and I posted it as a short. And someone, I don't know who it was, someone commented and was like, "You're the reason we got that email?" I was like, "Yeah, I am."
Oh, that's so
Thousand
funny.
percent. I just popped out into the convention hall and was like, "Oh, I'm not supposed to be here."
Well, I
Okay, bye
mean,
guys.
in fairness, it wasn't your fault. You were directed to go there.
By a security guard
Yeah.
who also, I didn't put this in my video. I wasn't screened. Like security screening, I never went through it.
Huh.
So
Nice.
yeah,
John, if you're watching from GOA, Lee is a security threat.
I am not.
We need to
I am
update our
not.
security.
But I did see Clint from Classic Firearms said that they were encouraging EDC. I was not carrying, but I left it in the truck because I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to go through security. I'll just leave it in the truck." So I was not screened, but I wasn't a security threat, and I wouldn't have been even if I had had it. Um, but yeah, I just like popped out and was like, I need to talk to someone because I am in the wrong spot.
That's funny.
I love it that we were literally, you were texting Nate and Nate was like, "Oh man, I feel bad. Lee's having trouble getting in." And we are like, "Why don't we just call John?" We ended up calling John. We're like, "Hey," and Nate's like, "Hey John, we got a guy. He's having a hard time getting in." What'd you say?
Yeah, I was like, hey, we got a fellow bro that kind of goofed up and signed up for a regular pass instead of a media pass, and he's having a little trouble getting in today.
And John was
And
like, "Oh, you mean Lee?"
yeah, and I was like, his name's Lee Snow, and he's like, yeah, I'm with Lee right now.
Yeah, and I was standing there and I was like, who are you talking to? What? What's going on? He was like, "It's Nate from King of Camo." I was like, "Oh, yeah, tell him we got it. It's good." And then by the time like he walked me up to the main thing so we could switch out my pass or get me a pass and switch it in the computer. By the time I got there, they already knew I was coming. They knew my name, they knew all my social accounts. I don't know, like GOA is run by really like on the ball professional people because we literally walked up an escalator and by the time we got there they were already ready for me
Yeah.
and knew exactly what was going on. I don't know how
Awesome.
they did it. I don't know who he was talking to while we were walking, but
I think overall the whole event was awesome. Even the range day was a lot of fun. I think hopefully next year they get a better firing line. Like it was kind of weird. It was like a L-shaped firing line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to a
Okay.
couple of those, and it's like,
Obtuse angle.
yeah, it's like you're kind of, I mean, you're past the 180, so people freak out about it, but um, it's just weird to like. I went to one a few years ago that was, I guess this was this was like last year. That was like a legit 90-degree L,
Yeah,
and so you were shooting. If you had stood parallel to the tables, you would have been shooting like past people's barrels.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
It
yeah.
was,
Yeah,
it was awkward.
that's definitely safe.
I mean,
Yeah.
the way that everybody did it, as long as you kept between 11 and 1, then you're cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you started extending past that, it was getting kind of sketch.
Well, what if you
And
can't tell time?
Yeah,
um,
like I just have a digital timer, so I
Yeah.
don't know how to do that. I grew
oh,
up
we
in
got a couple of
Arab,
guys here
Alabama,
in the
man. I don't know how to
comments.
read a clock.
Yours News says, "Are you all gay or only the bearded ones?"
I'm really gay for specific people, and I don't think you're one of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're not one of them.
You have to have
You'll
a
never be
profile
one of
picture
them.
for me to be even interested, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove you because you are obviously.
I mean, if
See,
you had your picture.
try Tinder. You might have better luck on Tinder.
No,
Grinder is more like it.
Grinder. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. See, I don't even know. um, gets ask your mom. Thank you, Dustin. Yeah, man. I don't understand why people need to be like that in the comments, but I've already banned like 4 guys for calling us gay.
It's okay.
I don't care. I
Yeah.
have a wife and 3 kids, so
So that disproves it.
you can call me whatever you want. It's not the worst. I'm on TikTok. It is definitely not the worst I'm being called today. So you're fine. You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
That's right. Why
Guess
so
what,
many
chicken?
guns? Well, we are a gun store, sweetheart,
Yeah.
and we customize them.
Bless your heart.
Is that scary to
Because
you?
America. That's why.
That's America.
Is that scary to you? Does that scare you? All those guns on the
I
wall?
wish I could have a room in my house that where I could display all my guns.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Well, we need to build you like a basement.
We got to build a freaking bigger house. Look at my micro house.
Oh, I got me a tiny home.
It's like
12
my
foot
house is
by 28.
900 square feet.
You got me beat by about 600 square feet.
It's little. My house is little, man. And we got 5 people in there. We're fixing to have to find a new option.
Just Sophie
That's American.
asks, can we make a pink gun? Actually, today,
Can't touch it.
today we painted a gun pink.
Today. What gun is that? That looks like a Magpul stock.
It's a chassis for a 1022.
It's known
What
as
chassis is it? Do you know?
Yes, it is a bullpup chassis.
Trek 22 bullpup stock for Ruger 1022 rifles.
Trek 22. I've never heard of that. It looks like the Magpul. I think Magpul has a
Oh yeah,
bullpup, maybe.
there's tons of them out there. In fact, you can turn your 1022 into a PS90, into an AR, into an AK, into a
Yeah.
Steyr AUG, into MP5. I mean, there's so many chassis out there.
They're super
What
good.
was the one? Brandon Herrera just did one. You turn a CZ into an MP5. I think it was a
Oh
CZ.
yeah, I saw that. That's he called that the poor man's MP5 or something.
I would rock that thing all
That
day.
thing was pretty cool. Yeah, it was
That was
for
dope.
sure. Like he had all that for under $1,000. I
That ain't
think
bad at
that
all.
setup.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
APK 53. No, I have not. Colonel Jacques.
Firefighter from the UK. What's up, bro? Ex recent PMC in Baghdad for 18 years. That's
Hell
awesome,
yeah.
man.
That's super dope.
Where y'all based? We are in Cumming, Georgia. Lee is in Columbus, Georgia.
Yep.
And it's coming exactly how you think it's spelled if you have a dirty mind.
That's right.
Yes. I need a Makarov or a LCR. An LCR or a Makarov. Those are very different.
Those are basically the same gun.
I mean, but separated by a lot of time.
and not even close.
The
The LCRs are pretty cool. That's the revolver, right? The LCR is the
Yeah.
polymer revolver.
I think so.
Yeah.
I used to on cover ops in Northern Ireland back in the
What
day.
is the MP5? Oh, HK53. I don't know. Did you know? Fun fact: HK is about 2 miles.
Oh,
that
really?
way.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, we got what? We got HK in Georgia. Glock is in Smyrna, Georgia. Who else is in
Mhm.
Georgia now? As far as manufacturers, does anybody else know? In the comments?
We don't sell makeup, but we can paint your face if you'd like.
I think there was another one. Is it Springfield was moving to Georgia, maybe? Or
Maybe. I know there's Glock, HK's in Georgia, and there's one more. I think you're right, Lee. There's
I
one
thought
other
I
company.
remembered like Springfield or one of the bigger companies was maybe Ruger, Springfield, something like that was moving some of their operations to Georgia.
I don't remember. It's really fast. You get a shout out if you tell me what the other place is.
Who said they're a firefighter? That was called Jocks, or it's probably Jocks, or I can barely speak English.
Jacques. How you say it? I have no idea.
Pretty sure that's not it.
That's not it. I mean, I can throw out an accent, but it probably won't be correct.
That purple one on top, that's the Vector, right? Is that the one he's talking about?
That is the Polyatomic Vector Camo pattern, if I can.
Springfield moved to Illinois.
Ah. Yeah, we've got the Vector up there, the Mossberg 590, the Stealth shotgun, the Hitman Agent 47, Remington 700, and a Heat Seeker chassis, and then a Western Field 20 gauge. That thing was beat to hell when it came in here. It was like, been out in the barn for the past 50 years, just laying against the side of the barn and, just awfully treated. So it got sent back into us, and we
Is it blue and orange?
It is burnt orange and
burnt
blue.
orange, and it's called
The German blue.
No, it's blue steel.
Blue steel.
Yeah, let me turn it around.
Roll
and let you
Tide.
get it.
Roll Tide.
Get a good
Ain't
look
nobody
at
need
it.
blue and orange, but it is beautiful. But it looked better as crimson.
No, that burnt orange for the horns right there.
Gross.
That's
Horns.
almost worse than Auburn.
It's okay. We beat you last year. It's fine.
Well, everybody did apparently, so it's fine.
What's up, Germany? Welcome in.
Germany. Oh, yes. That is a great suggestion, Dave. Lee, next time we go up to Knoxville, you get to come to Cotton Eye Joe's with us.
Yeah.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
You saw what Ryan did.
It was fun. Granted, I was a little intoxicated, but it was fun.
What up, Dega boys?
I did ride one of those one time. They're not fun. I don't know why you would say that.
I thought
I was not inebriated.
I tried so hard to
get
get Dustin to ride one, and I feel like I tried a little bit too hard because I think he was like right on the edge of wanting to get up and ride the bull, and I feel like I missed out on an opportunity to see that because I thought it would be funny.
I feel like the mechanical bull should ride Dustin.
Oh God!
I mean,
Dog asks, how much is a golden deagle worth? I say this in every live.
$1.50.
I don't remember you asking that before, but
might not have seen it before. But
I mean, it really depends what kind of plating you're doing. Yes, we have an FFL.
What if we did Duragold on it? Because we've done a gold AK.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, Duragold, or well, it's Durachrome gold,
right?
And let's see, that would be, I don't know how much is a deagle these days.
Let's say,
take a look.
Base.
Let's find out.
If you haven't seen it yet, we also did do that Deadpool deagle. Lee, did you see the Deadpool deagle that we did?
Yes, I held it when I was in the shop.
You did. Oh, did you see Nate? Did you see Nate dressed up as Deadpool?
I did.
'Cause that was wonderful.
I thought that was actually Ryan Reynolds. They have the same body.
Yeah. About 20 years from now, washed out.
We made it to where it was Dadpool for Nate.
Yeah, we called me
Dadpool?
Dadpool.
I like it.
Dadpool.
Wait, can you not buy a gold deagle? Do they
You
not
can't,
like
well, it's gold
make them?
DLC, I believe.
Yeah, gold DLC.
So it is a coating, but it's a replicated coating.
Yeah.
It's not obviously not real gold. I think if you bought a real gold deagle, you're spending over $30,000.
Oh, geez.
That's
Oh, wait a
harsh.
second. Is Get Some Dirt Time actually Dustin?
That's
It's
Dustin.
Dustin.
Okay.
So a brand new Desert Eagle is about $2,200. And the paint job on it that we would do would be about $1,000. So about $3,200, and you could get yourself a replica gold Desert Eagle.
Yep.
And get the 50 AE because the 44 is hurt. I don't understand why, but I shot a 50 AE Desert Eagle and a 44 Desert Eagle. The 44 was painful and the 50 was like butter. I don't know if it was something might have been wrong with the gun that I was shooting.
I mean, I don't know. We
but
could
it
ask
felt
Dustin.
a lot
Dustin
heavier.
did shoot that Bond Arms Derringer in 50 AE.
I saw that.
Yeah,
That was
it bit him.
ridiculous.
It bit him. Abdu says,
Sophie, I guess technically the red Remington 700 behind them could be a sniper rifle, right?
They absolutely
I
can.
mean, technically, yes.
But really, it's more so a hunting rifle, just because it's chambered in 7mm 08, so it's a precision hunting round.
Yeah.
But if you throw an optic on that thing, you can reach out pretty far. Now, if you want to see an actual sniper rifle that is meant to delete things from this earth, we have one on auction.
Yep. So for those of you who don't know,
Shameless plug.
we run a monthly auction, and these are some of the guns in our auction.
Gosh.
Look at that bad boy.
What is that?
That is a Masterpiece Arms chassis sniper rifle. The barrel is a bull barrel from Accurate Ordnance and has a Night Force optic on top of it. That's about a $2,000 optic. But all that comes together with a hard case and 2 magazines, and it is
it's a custom hard case made specifically for this firearm and that optic.
Yep.
And all the accessories that go with it. So that can all be yours for $47.50 if you want to buy it now on the auction. In order to access our auction, you would go to our website, www.thekingofcamo.com, and right on the front page, you'll see a button that says auction. You'll click on it, and it will take you over to HiBid, which is the website that hosts our auction, where you can sign up and bid on any of these items you want. Right here, we have a beautiful A-bolt from the 90s. It is in absolute mint condition. It is a beautiful little 22. We've also got a Rock Island 1911. We've got an FNX with a hollow sun, comes with 6 mags and a bag. We've got a Savage Axis, custom painted here at the shop in an urban camo pattern. Looking pretty sexy. We have this LAR with the optic. The reserve on that is $1,300.
It's like your old A2 style M16.
Yep. This right here, we don't expect anybody will bid on because the owner wants an astronomical amount of money for it. $20,000.
It's yours.
$20,000. Yep. Now, I believe that he could possibly be smoking crack in his spare time, but look, this is a Airborne Arms AR-15 chambered in 224 Valkyrie. Okay, it's got some gold
Cool.
anodization and gold plastic plating on some of the parts. I mean, it's a cool caliber, but this gun originally sold for $2,200 8 years ago. The Airborne Arms is no longer in business, and they made 50 of these. This is number 5 of 50. So I mean, I could totally understand.
So it's not even like it's not even like
Right.
number one.
No,
So
you
I could totally understand maybe a $1,000 markup, but not a $17,000 markup. We also have
I
this
could buy a
brand
new
new
truck for that.
Century Arms AK, never been fired, brand new, pristine. Comes with box and docks. So those are some of the auction items. We do have some more guns that we are going to be listing on the auction, but
Yep.
this auction ends on Saturday.
Saturday.
So if you want to get your bids in, make sure you sign up and do it now. And don't forget to check out the website for the correct link to the auction.
That's cool.
Yeah, so let's see. Let's take some questions. Do you guys have a 1911?
Just showed you.
Yes, we just showed you the Rock Island. And for those of you who don't know, we don't really stock guns in our shop. We're not a traditional gun store like that. We're more of a custom shop and a service shop. So you bring us your guns and we service them, we custom paint them, laser engrave them, modify them, do whatever needs to be done. We also do repairs.
But y'all can do custom orders for everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. So if somebody's looking for M&P 2.0 metal frame, but they want it in sky blue and not tungsten or black,
Yeah.
we can order that from our distributors, get it in, custom paint it, and call you when it's ready to come pick up.
Or ship it to you if you live out of state.
Let's see. Can you shout me out? My name is Adam. What up, Adam? Or Adham? A Tom.
Enter the country, and now I have.
Oh my God! So what Lee is referring to is something that happened today, which is kind of funny.
And we made a short about it that'll be coming soon to the channel.
Yes. So we actually had a gentleman come in. Oh no, it's totally fine.
No, that's fine.
I think everybody will enjoy our reenactment of it.
Yeah.
But
Great.
yeah, we had a gentleman come in here, very nice guy, did not speak a lick of English, from Venezuela. So that's what he told us when he first got here. He wanted to buy a SAR 9. We ordered it for him. When it came in, he filled out the paperwork. He had a driver's license and a social security card. So, on our front, we were good with his paperwork. We submitted it and he got a hold. A few days later, he was subsequently denied. And so, anyway,
I called him, told him. He's like, "Oh,
he told us that he called the ATF afterwards, and the ATF advised him that he had some unpaid fines.
So we were like, "Okay."
Which was kind of strange to me because I don't know why the ATF would have access to whatever fines you are being issued, but
Listen, don't question what kind of access they have access to.
mm,
Let's be honest now.
yeah, well, that's true. That's
They
true.
got access that nobody knows they got access to. I'll be right back. Keep telling your story.
Yeah. So anyway, subsequently he came back in the other day, said he resolved everything, and
That's what he told us.
wanted to order a Glock 43X. So we ordered it for him. He filled out the paperwork when it came in, and he got another hold. And then subsequently, he was denied. Well, when he came back in, he kind of wanted an explanation, and so we were willing to try to help him out. And so we told him, like, if you're an immigrant, you need to bring all your immigration paperwork and we'll go through it and see if we can find your USCIS number, because I'm pretty sure that's what the ATF wants to see on the form.
Right.
And so he brought us his paperwork. And when he did, we realized that the paperwork he was showing us was asylum paperwork. You see, he 3 years ago he tried to illegally cross the border, and he got caught in Mexico, and he was detained by ICE, and they released him with a work permit, a social security number, a driver's license, and asylum paperwork. And so he is not eligible to own a firearm. but
because he was arrested at the border
crossing illegally, and
illegally.
this is not something he told us.
At
And
all.
and
He tells us
so
at all.
after reading the document, he didn't speak any English. We we used Google Translator to talk to him, and I asked him straight up, "Did you get arrested at the border for attempting to illegally cross into the United States from Mexico?" And he was like, "Yeah, yeah,
He just said yes.
yeah."
We were like,
And
that would have been pertinent to tell us maybe like, I don't know, the first time.
oh yeah. So anyway, denied.
Very
Yes,
much so denied.
that's right, Blondie. He was denied.
Now, here's the question: that can't come back on
No.
y'all, right? Because you didn't. I mean, obviously you didn't know, but
No, so what happened was if we would have transferred it to him, knowing that he got denied, that is a huge no-no,
well,
and
yeah,
the license is gone like right then and there. So I hold on to it until I get a proceed or I get authorization
right.
some sort of way from the ATF.
That's one thing I've always wondered is like, what if they make a mistake or something like that, and you get a green light?
That's on
It
them.
can't come back on
Yeah,
you,
that's
right?
on them.
If I
Okay,
get
good.
if it says proceed with a date attached to it and I get confirmation numbers, that cannot come back on me. If they made a mistake, they
Gotcha.
meaning the ATF,
Which
that's on them.
which I have seen at another FFL before, where I used to work. There was a gentleman who purchased a gun. He got a proceed, and we gave him the gun, and he left. 2 days later, a special agent showed up, basically inquiring as to whether or not we gave him the gun, and we told him yes, we got to proceed. We showed him the paperwork, and they were like, okay, we're off to his address to go procure it. Apparently, he had been charged with a felony.
Procure it.
Yeah, he had been charged with a felony, and he was awaiting trial. So, under
Rest in peace to his dog.
yeah, uh,
Genuine question. Let's see. What's that?
yes, red flag laws. Yeah, that's exact. I was looking for the word. Thank you. Yeah, it's one of those red flag laws where if you're being charged with a felony, then they come and take your gun rights, even though you haven't been accused, you
Yes,
haven't been
guess what? You're
actually
guilty.
convicted.
You're guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's now how America works. Actually, we were just talking to a very very interesting gentleman earlier today, Mr. Todd Huff. He has a conservative radio show, and we kind of touched on this topic too. It's just kind of silly the way things are going right now,
Yeah. And like,
Mr. Nate.
if our judicial system wasn't so convoluted, it wouldn't take that long. So you wouldn't need a red flag law. Like,
Right.
you get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, if you're awaiting trial for 4 years or 5 years, yeah, that makes sense that you need something
Yeah, because
to
you're
slow it
essentially just
down.
stuck
But
in limbo for all that time, and you.
yeah, but if you could like just get it over with, but that's like, okay, so we're in Atlanta. Have y'all been have y'all been watching? First off, do y'all watch or get into any of the like court cases, like the real TV court case things?
I watch Judge Judy sometimes.
No, the YSL Rico case in Atlanta. I watch what's it called? Law and Crimes YouTube channel, like all day, every day. And this dude's on trial for something that happened in like 2014. And they've known that they were gonna try him since then. Like,
Yeah.
Well, and that's what kills me because I'm sitting there going like you're totally fine. If it's the other way around, they act immediately because they're wanting to take away whatever you have. But on the
yeah,
reverse end of it, then guess what? You're in limbo and your rights can be taken away temporarily, is what they'll say. It's temporarily taken away until you go to trial. And then when you go to trial, if you're received innocent, okay, then what the hell do I do with all the 10 years I just lost my rights out to because y'all don't
yeah,
have your stuff together or the process isn't expedited like it should be?
yeah.
That's ridiculous.
You should watch Bride
Mr.
Wars.
Nate. Sophie said something about
Yeah.
Mr. Nate.
Just Sophie keeps saying Mr. Nate. Do you have a question,
You should watch.
Sophie?
She said you should watch Bride Wars. I don't know what that is.
I'm intrigued.
I'm not. I'm not. Ali.
Yes.
Yes, I saw you had posted this a little bit up. So he says it's cool to finally see you guys live. I'm a bit late, but I have a question. If I send you a DDMK18, would you guys be able to trick it out? Genuine question. Yes, Ali, absolutely, man. If you send it to your local FFL, as long as you're within the United States, send it to your local FFL. They'll ship it to us. We'll do the work to it. We'll ship it back to your local FFL where you can go pick it up when it's done.
Absolutely. And you'll call in, talk to me, get everything spread away. Take it to your FFL. Yes.
Yeah, don't mail it. Take it there. Yeah. Let's see who else we got. What the heck is this? Yo, daddy. Do you guys
It's
paint Nerf guns? I mean, we have.
It's an episode of Bride Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever it is.
it's an episode of Bride Wars.
No, I've watched Storage Wars before, and I love that show.
Yeah.
Storage Wars.
I think, okay, here's an idea. I've thought about this for a long time. Uh, uh, a show like Storage Wars, where when people pass away, they're gun safes, and you just bet on the gun safe, and then whatever's in the gun safe is yours. Like you auction off the gun safe, and then whatever in the gun safe is yours. Because sometimes you'll get some really cool stuff, and sometimes you'll get like
Nothing.
pictures.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. A coin collection.
I like the idea. If you can pitch that to the History Channel, I'm down to do that with you.
We should do it. You talk more than women. This is a live stream with 3 people talking. But
Yeah.
welcome to
Welcome
YouTube.
to
Is this your
welcome
first time
to
on
the
social media?
internet.
Yes, the interwebs.
Hey, by the way, your mom called and she said that your hot pocket is done upstairs. If you can just go upstairs and get it.
Yeah, so get on, get.
Oh, the purple keeps catching the eye. Everyone likes the Vector, man. The Vector and the Polyatomic.
Because they look just strange in general, and then it's also decked.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You can't touch it though.
Vectors always catch people's
Here,
attention.
we'll give a close up of it real quick.
Here, let's. I need a pointer. Give me a pointer.
It's not necessary.
Pointer.
It's not necessary.
Pointer.
The shadow.
Now you're in the way.
So
that's like what's that texture called?
It's called Polyatomic. It's from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. You earn that camo pattern once you achieve 25 headshots with every gun in the game.
Or you just bring it to Nate.
Oh, that's cool.
For you.
Actually, my wife just texted me. She said she can't wait till I get home. She says I look really cute on online.
My wife said, "Can we go buy dinner because I make money
just
doing
text
this?"
me too, and said the same thing. So I think we're all gonna meet up.
We're at work. The 3 of us are at
we're
work
working,
right,
bro. What
right
are you
now.
doing? Sitting around.
You're sitting around watching YouTube live streams. We're at work. We're actually making money.
Best guns for a bully.
Thank you.
First off, go see a therapist first. Talk to somebody first. Let's non-violent. See if we can figure something out there. Okay.
Yeah, that's probably not the best. That's probably not the best solution is to get a gun for a bully. I would recommend maybe some jujitsu classes or tell your mom that somebody's bullying you.
Actually, I have that pattern in Modern Warfare 2, probably why I know some media. Oh yeah.
There you go.
See,
Awesome.
I would think somebody that's like a Modern Warfare fanboy would like buy that thing in a heartbeat.
People have asked Nate to buy it off of him, but Nate is
oh, it's not for sale.
Not for sale.
I'll make you your own. Get your own.
Get your Nate likes his. He doesn't want to get rid of it.
Listen, I make money doing this. I don't make Chris Vector kind of money doing this.
Well, I mean, I understand. Neither do we. This is my first son's college fund. Part of his college fund here on the wall.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, thoughts on Chase Elliott choking the regular season championship?
Why has the hometown boy got a freaking?
Yeah, that was
Who's
kind of
Chase Elliott?
disappointing. That was kind of we love Chase around here. We're some Chase fans. We're gonna have to admit it. But
who's Chase Elliott?
NASCAR
am I being
driver.
dumb right now? I don't watch NASCAR.
It's okay. It's Bill Elliott's son
Oh,
or
I knew the
grandson.
name was familiar. I was
Is it
hoping it wasn't like a
grandson?
football player because then I would look really stupid.
Yeah. He said go see a therapist. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're wanting to buy a gun to take care of a bully, I'd recommend talking it out first.
If
It's
the
not
bully won't leave
really.
you alone, I would recommend a good throat punch because that typically stops them and they can't
The
say anything to you anymore.
the best way to stop a bully is to punch him in the mouth.
Yep.
I didn't say that. If don't screenshot me, dang it. It's fine. You can do it if you want. I don't care.
That's funny.
It's drinking Milos. Milos is where's Milos from?
I don't know,
I,
but it is down south, sweet tea.
it is local, I think.
Yeah, I think it is.
Bessemer, Alabama.
Okay.
Alabama.
Bammer. Bammer. I thought the guy in the glasses looked European. Oh, snap, bro.
What European nation?
You look
What
European,
language are you
bro.
from? Are you from Belarus?
Irish?
Birmingham.
I am Irish.
Milos are good, aren't
Oh yeah.
they? uh,
Oh, you got a Vols fan in here, Lee. What are you gonna?
Roll Tide.
I don't have any. I don't have a problem with Tennessee because Tennessee is terrible, but we also haven't played them yet. So
yeah. Oh my gosh.
we just read that. Well, read in the comments.
All three of us read
read
it at the
Dustin's
same
comment.
time. All three of us read it at the same time.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Serafina, you're right. Yeah, like if you're really experiencing a bully right now, the best thing to do is go talk to some people about it. Talk to some people who could do something about it. Right? So wherever this is happening, it shouldn't be happening. I hope it's not happening in a school. And if it is, then yeah, you need to go to the principal and raise some hell.
Tucker, you don't get to tell me that your stadium is better when you can't even spell it correctly.
Up a Neyland Stadium.
Shade says, I got a question.
Newland Stadium's best.
Neyland Stadium's the best.
That's
Let's hear your question, Shade.
that Tennessee education.
Hey, he's the 10.
Not watching NASCAR is as European as it gets. That's funny.
I used to watch NASCAR when I was growing up, but I'm
I do.
usually asleep when the races happen.
Hey, you
to
gotta
be
do it for Dale, man.
honest.
Do it for Dale.
That's
Do it for
right.
Dale.
So what's your question, Shade? Or are you like typing a
Tucker said fair enough.
you typing a thesis? Do you have an airsoft gun with a silencer? I don't know why you would need that.
Yeah.
A lot of them come with like sort of compensators on them
Right.
nowadays, like the fancier ones.
Right. Yeah, airsoft guns aren't that loud.
No, not really.
I will tell you though, I have this. Oh, by the way, I won it at in a raffle. But I won this airsoft rifle that is louder than my 1022 with the quiet ammo.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Wait a minute. Did you actually win the
raffle gun?
raffle for the Patriot
Yeah.
USA gun?
Yeah, yeah.
So what was that? A Shadow
It was
System?
Shadow Systems, right?
It says Shadow Systems MR920.
Oh my God, you lucky duck.
Dude, I'm telling you, listen, in the last 4 years, I have probably won 7 or 8 guns in raffles.
Wow.
Every raffle I've entered. Last year, our young farmers down here in the county south of us does a like 40 guns in 40 days raffle. Last year, I won 2 of them.
Holy cow.
In the same raffle.
No,
You know, I never enter raffles because I never win.
I know.
And so I just kind of like.
You just ain't trying hard enough.
Apparently not.
No, just be Lee. Just walk in the back door nonchalantly and go sign up for a raffle and you'll win something.
Last year in the young farmers raffle, I won it, and then 2 days later they called me and they were like, "Hey, you won." I was like, "Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow." And he was like, "No, you won again." I was like, oh, what do I do now? He was like,
That's
you can.
awesome, dude.
So what I ended up doing was trading both of the guns for a different gun and a scope on it. So I got
Nice.
the Ruger American 308 with a Hawk scope on it instead of, I don't remember what I won, but like
I don't know. I don't even remember the last thing I've won.
you just got to enter them, man. What
That's
is
funny.
conservative guns and armor? I've not been tagged by them.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I'm not important.
Not important.
Well, meanwhile, Hawk is
Yes,
such an
David.
underrated
Listen,
optics company. I agree. And we also, what was that
I
company that?
love that Hawk glass.
Yeah.
It's like Swiss glass maybe or something. It's a British company though. Oh yeah, yeah.
Um, and it was nice, man. We shot it. Excellent. And for a couple $100, I think that's totally worth it.
Definitely.
Yeah, I saw that in y'all's video, but I couldn't remember the company name.
Vector. Almost like
Into
90.
the harbor with the T.
T-Baltic.
Yeah, that's funny.
There you go.
I have it on a few of my rifles and they slap. Highly recommend. Yeah, totally.
I have not shot
Um,
a deer with it yet because last year my deer lease was my longest shot was like 28 yards. But this year I will shoot a deer with it.
Damn.
what are you sneaking up
You
on them?
reached out to
Dude,
like
Rambo?
last year,
crouching tiger on
no lie, no lie. My feeder was 7 yards in front of my tripod stand. The
Okay.
longest shot was
All right.
28 yards. I would take my AR pistol and headshot the deer when they stuck their head out of the trees.
Jesus.
Okay, so new challenge.
That's some anger.
New challenge. You gotta choke one out.
Yeah.
That's
I could
Rambo.
have. Literally, one of the buck I shot last year walked underneath my tripod stand and was standing at the bottom
holy
of
cow.
my ladder, and like it was so tight that you couldn't really move because they could see all the movement. So I would literally just have my AR down and I'd just go boom and shoot him. And so this, it was like a quick draw. It really was. So I just kind of spun a little bit and went dink, and he fell right there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
My
that's
AR
awesome.
pistol has now shot more deer than any of my other guns.
Okay, so if anyone's watching, AR pistols the way to go this deer season. So hey, September, get out
Listen,
there with AR pistols like
Yeah, get
crouching
some
tiger.
get
This
some
thing.
yeah.
one-handed
If
shots
if
in.
anybody ever says a 223 will not kill a deer, beg to differ. Now, the one I did heart shot ran like 175 yards and I had to pull him uphill and it was horrible. So that's when I started just headshotting them when they stuck their head out.
Well, I mean, if you're not looking to mount them, that's the best place to shoot them.
I go grocery shopping. I shoot one buck a year and then the rest are does.
Right.
So
Well, I mean, for gosh, I just can't. I just imagine Lee with a knife, just crouching through the woods, waiting to
I'd have
die
done
over
it
his
too.
feeder. See,
I'd have done it.
that's amazing.
Nick Herr asks which gun is best for sucking on. Yeah, you're retarded. I'm just gonna go ahead and ban you for being a retard.
223 will not kill a deer. I have a freezer full of meat that begs differently.
Yeah,
Actually, I don't have the freezer anymore because it went out and I had to call a crime scene cleanup company to come get my freezer full of meat. But I had a freezer full of deer about a month ago.
Nice.
Okay, my thing is, if you're like Lee, a 223 will kill a deer. Just get freaking really close. It'll work.
That's right. If you put
Yep.
it in their ear hole, it'll stop them every time.
Oh,
Awesome.
God.
Listen, it helps to not drop shots. Now, if you're a bad shot, don't do it.
Yeah, yeah,
But
for sure.
if you can do it, I'm not walking. My tripod was like 14 yards from where I parked my truck.
Oh
I
god.
That's
literally
awesome.
I walked in barefooted half the time and just sat there on my phone watching TikToks and then shot deer and drug it out to the truck and drove home.
That's awesome. Yeah. How far away from home are you hunting?
Last year my lease was like 15 minutes away. Now this year I got a bigger lease, better. I got a video on my channel about my new lease. It's about an hour away now.
Okay. Well, maybe we will get a lucky invite.
Yeah, wink. Wink.
I got plenty of spots to hunt down here. The only
Awesome.
thing I don't have a spot to hunt down here is pigs, small water charters.
Bro, go to Fort Stewart. They get you don't even have to have tags. They're just like just
Yeah,
go.
we've
Take
got
them
Fort
away.
Moore right here. There are apparently like tons of hogs out there. So I've been on 3 leases in 3 years, and it's not my fault. I promise. I'm not a bad lease member, but I keep getting kicked because I'm the newest guy. So
uh
like, I join, and then at the end of the season, they're like, "Yeah, we're lowering the numbers." So I get kicked, and I got to join another one. The one I was on a few years ago, there were so many hogs. We would pour a line of corn and sit 75 yards down, and we'd wait till they were all eating the corn, and we'd see how many we could shoot at one time.
well, we got a guy. If you want to go hog hunting, we got a
Yes,
we got a guy who will take us, and you can kill him with a knife up close if you want, or you can
I'm
shoot
not.
him.
I'll do that with a deer. I'm not doing that with a hog. Those jokers are mean.
That's how I got my hog here in the shop.
Yeah.
Had him mounted.
You
Um,
killed him with a knife.
I killed him with a knife. Yeah.
You shot him first and then killed him with a knife.
No,
No.
no.
The dogs had him pinned, and
Yeah,
then you killed him.
yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
yeah. So basically, I went with a guide who does this all the time with dogs. He's actually responsible for like 3,600 acres of farmland, and he basically keeps the pig population as low as he can, and he's literally savage about killing these pigs, man. So we get out there, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and we come up to a peanut farm, and we've got thermals, and we're scanning, and we can see like 60 pigs out in the field. So we send the dogs out, and they go run after them, and they know to pick the biggest one, and then they
Mm-hmm.
bay it. And once they've bayed the hog, they'll send in a pit bull, and the pit bull will grab the hog by an ear and pin its head to the ground. And that's when you go in, you grab that left arm, lift it up, and go in through the armpit with a knife and hit its heart. And so, if you can imagine, I'm not a runner, not much of a runner these days. Um, I had to run about 650 yards to catch up to the dogs and where they had bayed my hog. And by the time I got there, it would look like a scene from Lord of the Flies. We were running, slipping in mud, falling over fallen trees. I mean, it was a disaster. We finally get up to this pig, right? And the guide says, "All right, now get him." And
Get him.
get him. So I go in, and I lift up his arm. He's on his side. I lift up his arm, and I go in through the armpit, and I miss the heart. And when he noticed it immediately, my guy did, and he said, pull it out, and go back in, change the angle." And so as soon as I did, blood shot out of the first wound. And I was like leaning over him with my mouth gaping open, like breathing for air. And that blood shot straight into my mouth and hit the roof of my mouth, bro. And I saw stars. I spit it out. And, I wasn't gonna act like a sissy in front of everybody.
I
But
would. I'd
it
have
was
thrown up right
disgusting.
there.
It was disgusting. Anyway, it was a savage experience, very exciting. But I probably wouldn't do it again.
I
I
want to
I
go
I probably just shoot him.
thermal hunting for hogs. I've
Let's
got
do
a
it.
Thermal
social
hunting's the
media
way to
client
go.
right now that is a hog hunter. And I'm supposed to go down, but it's my client, so I'm gonna be shooting the shoot. I'm not actually gonna be killing hogs.
Yeah.
But it will be cool to go down there and do it though.
Look, we just met um one of the SIG guys, one of our local SIG guys, and he's in charge of like optics, and he was
Yeah,
showing us the new thermal that they have. It's
It's
super dope, man.
ridiculous.
It's
that's
incredible.
cool.
And he's offered to take us and go do some fun stuff. So definitely we should go with the SIG guys. No, I don't have any superpowers from getting the pig blood in my mouth. I'm pretty sure that it gave me diarrhea for the rest of my life.
No, that's because of your heritage.
Well,
Yeah, there you go.
I do like spicy food, huh?
Spicy food.
um,
Dude,
Lefty,
it's
I'd
so
love to
funny.
go
My
hog
uncle
hunting. Well,
is
yeah, man, let's do it.
my uncle's from Andhra Pradesh, India, and my grandma, of course, is a 90-year-old white woman from Huntsville, Alabama. And it's hilarious when he cooks and like he uses black pepper and she like freaks out and he's like, "You what's going on?"
That's funny, small water charters. Yeah, all for nothing. No Spidey powers,
He did
unfortunately.
become Dadpool though.
I did. That I did become Dadpool. Yeah, if y'all haven't seen the latest video that we posted, you'll get to see my fat body in a very tight Deadpool suit.
He looks great.
Yeah, for a fat guy. I am from Brazil. Good night.
Brazil.
What's up, Brazil?
Good night.
It can't be that late in Brazil, right? They can't be
Um,
more than an hour ahead of
maybe
us.
he was trying to say good evening.
Oh. Good
Trying to
afternoon,
say
good evening,
nice.
and good night. Fun
A
fact, do
bit
you know what
piggish
movie
now.
that's from?
Hey, small water charters. You want to know something funny? After I killed him, we got him back to the farm,
Oh, this is disgusting.
hung him, and we were oops, sorry. We were taking his head off, and we were skinning him. And when we got to his shoulder blade and we were pulling the skin down, um, Snow's from Columbus, Georgia.
Well, I'm
Um,
originally from Arab, Alabama, but I live in Columbus, Georgia.
Arab
Arab, Alabama.
Yep.
10-4. So anyway, we were skinning him, and we noticed a huge puncture wound once we got his pelt off, and we could see where all of his meat was like turning yellow on that side.
Like he had
And,
gotten gouged by a
oh yeah, he got stuck by another hog,
yeah.
and it was infected. And I remember this like very specific smell coming from that. And
Yeah.
so I told my guide, he was like, "Oh, you still have good meat on the other side," and I was like, "Nah, I don't think so." I was like, "Dude, if he's infected like that, it's got to be in his blood, right?" And he's like, "Nah, it'll be fine." So he gave me the right back strap and some other meat, and I took it to the taxidermist and had them, not taxidermist, what the processor, and had them make me some breakfast sausages and stuff,
Yeah.
and then we kept the back strap. But oh my god! So my buddy said I wasn't about to eat this pig, but my buddy was like, "Dude, I bet it's fine." He's like, "Bring it over, we'll cook out," you know. So I did. I took it over there. As soon as I opened the package, dude, I smelled the same smell down in that river
Oh.
basin an hour south of Perry, right? And I was just like, "Oh my god, this is
That might have been
nasty."
just the gaminess, because you get a big boar like that, and sometimes they're really gamey,
Yeah,
nasty
well, so and
smelling.
that's another thing. Like it was the middle of summer.
Yeah.
It's a big old boar. It wasn't a sow, and usually the sows and the little piglets are better for
Yeah.
meat than a big boar.
Yeah.
And but anyway, we tried to cook it, and I wasn't about to try it, but my buddy did, and well, needless to say, about 20 minutes after he ate half of a sausage patty, he was on the other side of the house puking outside.
Ooh.
So yeah, it wasn't no good. It wasn't no
Yeah.
good, and I could tell. But it was a fun experience. I'd never done that before. I had been deer hunting a couple times and was not successful. Been bird hunting a couple times with a couple of buddies, and that was a lot of fun. And this was my first time hog hunting, and I killed him with a knife.
Hey, Therian Twin, is that because you went to the DNC or what?
What?
Because we were playing basketball. Wait, what were you
No,
thinking?
the comment before it. It popped up before I realized that he commented again. Dang it. He messed up my joke.
Oh, sorry.
Not you. Therian Twin messed it up.
Oh,
That was just a meat smell. Yeah, I think that was probably just like a super gamey hog, is what that is.
yeah. Well, I don't know,
He
man.
was infected.
Bro, he was he was like yellow. His meat was yellow. It was nasty. It had like an odor to it, you know. It wasn't no good. I promise you. Uh appetizers.
I love it when people comment words and they're like, I'm not sure if that's how it's spelled, and then they spell it exactly correct.
Yep.
Like, no,
You nailed it, bro. No, I'm not eating something that's rotten like
I
that
wouldn't
either.
have eaten it either.
No
Yeah.
way. Yeah, it was absolutely nasty. I mean, hey, well, one of the things I didn't realize was that hogs have giant balls. Giant balls.
Like
Um
biggins.
yeah, they're huge. In fact, what I'm going to do after we're done with this live is I'm going to go over to our community and I'm going to post a picture of the hog dead with his balls hanging out. You guys are going to love it. You're going to love it.
Therian is, for sure.
I stood there for 20 minutes looking at his balls. I was like, those are freaking giant balls.
Are we talking about Ryan or the pig again?
The pig.
Oh,
okay.
The pig. Right? Well, I won't comment on Ryan's balls.
You shouldn't comment on my balls because he hasn't seen them.
I was gonna say Ryan's all shaft, no balls. Yeah, that made me spit
Well,
my
this is
tea in
going
my
off the
phone.
rails.
Yes, it's going south very quickly. But what's crazy is that we still have almost 100 people in here watching us. So that's awesome. We appreciate you guys. Anybody have any questions for Lee?
It's 96 of my other accounts.
Like,
yeah, and
just
we mentioned this earlier. Not 1 ounce of camo in this video. I can show you my underwear. You want to see my underwear? It's camo.
That's camo.
There's camo right there, all over the wall.
That's camo. That's camo.
Also, WHM Outdoors. If there was camo, you wouldn't see it. So, next question.
Yeah, boom, because it's such good camo.
We're John Cena.
What age are you allowed to own a gun? Depends on what kind of gun you're talking about.
Somebody's in trouble.
21, right? Rifles are 18 years old and pistols are 21, right?
Correct.
Dega Boys, Lee's YouTube channel is Lee Snow.
It's Lee M. Snow.
Lee M. Snow.
Lee M. Snow. Or Leems Now if you can't read very well.
Leems Now.
I get Leems Now all the time. I get people walking up to me like that recognize me and they're like, Leem, it's so nice to meet you. Like, my name is Lee.
Hey, Leems. What's up?
Oh, that's funny. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Small Water Charters. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Ryan, we're from Georgia, Sonny.
Would you join the U.S. Navy SEALs on a mission? I would join the U.S. Gravy SEALs on a mission.
We get some Krispy Kremes in here. I'll go wherever you want me to go.
SEAL Team 6-piece.
That's right.
What age are you allowed to own a Chris Vector? Well, it depends.
It does.
You can own one at 18 if you get the rifle version. But the pistol version, you would have to wait till you're 21.
21.
Georgia is not that expensive, but I think it's expensive anywhere right now.
In terms of cost of living.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's expensive.
Everything's expensive. Yeah. Coming Georgia represent.
Hey, there you go.
What's up?
Let's see.
Oh, well, who is that? Democrats RH8. I'm curious.
Lee likes like my Mr. President. What?
President?
James, I think you had a stroke. Call 911.
Call 911, bro.
Can you show us the rifle version of the pistol version looks like? I think they probably only have one Chris Vector. Those jokers are expensive.
We have one.
That's the
This
rifle
is the
version.
rifle version. The pistol version would have a significantly shorter barrel, and a brace instead of a buttstock.
The pistol Chris Vector kind of looks like an ammo can that shoots.
I kind of like it. It's cool.
If you guys have seen the new Total Recall movie, the newer version, that's Chris Vector's all in that.
Khan asks, which pistol is best for left-handed people? Are you left-handed, Lee?
No.
Um.
I shoot left. Well, I'm right-handed, but I'm left eye dominant.
Okay.
So I shoot left-handed guns pretty well.
I've heard a lot of left-handed people say that they really like the VP9.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because it's got ambi controls.
Yeah, anything with ambi controls. I mean, a rifle or a shotgun left-handed shooting a right-handed rifle or shotgun is a little sketchy because you do have rounds popping off by your face. But a pistol,
Rob,
if you're extending,
oh, it's Rob. Oh, okay, that's awesome. What's up, Rob? Ah,
Lee
Rob,
looks like my Mick president.
Rob was my first firearms instructor. Taught me everything I know, and he is a badass veteran. Thank you, Rob, for your service. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for everything you continue to do. He was a bomb dog handler as a contractor after his service, and I got to meet Paco, his canine, who was a Belgian Malinois. Paco was one of the most incredible dogs I have ever met in my life. Just absolutely awesome, and Rob is equally as amazing a human.
Guys, I'm getting the impression that Navy SEAL is not actually a Navy SEAL.
Yeah. Yeah, Navy SEAL sounds like he's 14.
All right, I don't want a Glock or a semi-auto. Which would be my first one to buy?
That's awesome, Ryan. Thank you to your father as well from us.
What was he?
Heck yeah, man. Well, Rob, we're gonna have you up at the shop to do a podcast so we can so you can tell some fun stories. Rob is missing part of his left hand. Yeah, he played with explosives as a young man, and
as we should all be doing.
And so he lost part of his left hand. But you have never seen a dude pull out a pistol from concealment and be so accurate on target. I mean, this guy is an amazing shot.
This is scary.
Do you think the law is enough to buy guns if you're in America? I don't really understand your question, Levi.
Robert Duffy, check out like the Taurus wheel guns, like the revolvers. If you don't want a Glock or a semi-auto, a Glock is a semi-auto, but maybe like a revolver would be your best bet, I guess.
What is he trying to buy?
He said he didn't want a Glock or a semi-auto. So, like the Taurus revolvers.
When he says semi-auto, does he mean like striker fired?
I don't know. He said semi-auto.
Yeah, well.
What is a Navy SEAL? I would guess you would Google it before you name your YouTube account after that, man.
Yeah, right. Okay, we'll just...
SEALs live in the ocean.
We'll give them a timeout.
They are great for meat.
They eat fish.
And they eat fish.
The worst happened to me was scrap metal from an IED in Boston.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy, Ryan.
I'm cynical. I've been on the internet for too long. Ryan, if that is true, I'm sorry you had to go through that, bro.
Yeah, man. Seriously,
I mean, and that's not like
that was
a lot of people lie on the internet.
Yeah.
But I remember when that happened, and I remember watching like what in the world is going on.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Levi. I don't know when it happened. But.
Levi,
you still have to have an ID.
Yeah, you can't buy a gun without an ID. You have to have valid ID. You have to be over 21 if it's a pistol. And we run a background check.
Contrary to what the media will like to tell you, you have to do a background check every time you purchase a firearm.
Yeah.
If you're buying it at a gun store, you
Oh,
have
Robert-
to do a background check.
Robert said that came out wrong. I want to buy one. I have a 357 Security 6, but I want to buy an auto. Which one should I buy? There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's so many choices. My recommendation is to go to a gun range where they let you rent out a bunch of
Yes.
different guns
That's
and
what I was
just
gonna
try
say.
a bunch out, see what fits your hand the best and what you're most comfortable with. But the most important thing, I think, is to train, right? No matter what it is that you have, you got to train with it to get good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all heard stories about guys doing IDPA matches with high points and whooping everybody's butt.
It
I
all
would
depends
say
on the
like
person.
a good starter. Like if you go to a range and try them out, try the Canics, try the SIGs. Other than Glock, those three are kind of the ones that I would say. Smith and Wesson, the MMPs.
Well, my thing is like, everyone is built different because I'm built different. No, you got to go and you got to try out what fits your hand the best, what fits your body frame the best, and what you're going to be the most accurate with. So if you just go
Yeah.
into it by your grandpappy's recommendation because he thinks you should own a 1911 and your frame is not built out for a 1911 shooting that, and you go and shoot it and you're like, well, this is what I was told to get. No, go try it. Like Nate said, go try it first. Figure out what you like.
If you don't go to a range to try them and you've got somebody that like takes you out to shoot his whatever and then he talks it up and it's like the best, it'll turn you into John Wick, don't believe him. Go try like multiple guns before you buy your first.
Definitely. Springfield XD is pretty decent. Dang right, Tom. Love the Springfield XDs. I don't know why. They're not a very expensive gun, but I shoot with them really well. They fit my hand really well, and I personally really like them.
And me, like, everyone hates on me for it, but I am a Glock guy. I like Glocks because of their modularity, but they also fit my hand. Most of the models do. But again, that's the difference between me and Nate. You can have different preferences, and it's whatever you shoot the best with.
Yep. Rick Schaefer asks, I just got a 50 cal. It kicks so hard. You guys think the limb savers work good? Yeah, I think so. Limb saver butt pads are great.
Yeah.
If you like your shot,
I have one on a shot on a 12 gauge, and I love it.
If you want to have feeling in your shoulder, I would recommend it.
After 4 rounds, like those things are so ridiculous, but they're really not meant for clinking. You know what I mean?
What's that?
A 50 cal.
Oh,
Like,
no. Yeah.
I mean, when your rounds are $10 a piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm shooting 3, and that's it. I'm going home after that.
Yeah.
Ken says, without training, the gun you buy is at best useless, at worst a liability. Completely agree.
Or a dope paperweight.
You can use it to throw it at people.
Mm-hmm. That's heavy enough. It'll hurt.
Depending.
My daughter
If
is
you get like
4.
a
Turn it down a
polymer
notch.
380, it might not be heavy enough.
Well,
Right.
take you and your daughter off the stream, bro. Here, let me help you.
Why are you watching if you're beside your daughter and she's asleep? Just be a dad. You
You
loser.
also have a volume button.
Ding dong.
Why?
Yeah, you know how to turn your shit down? Now I'm gonna start cursing, motherfucker.
My God.
People are so retarded.
Well, no, that's the people that come in that'll comment on our shorts like, yeah, no way this was real. I'm like, no shit,
really,
dude, it's a skit.
It's the same.
Wow.
It's the same customer in every single video. This guy has a problem.
Yeah.
It's me or it's him. How
Well,
do you think this is real?
Yeah.
You do wear disguises sometimes, and that
I
can
do.
confuse
Where's my
people.
disguise? I have a disguise.
Oh yeah. We actually recorded some funny shorts today. We'll probably post one tomorrow morning. And it's well, here. Ryan's.
So it's not my full outfit, but if whenever you come into a gun store and you want a 1911, but
these newfangled boys out here with their Sigsons and their Glocks and stuff like that. You know what I need? A nice 1911 and a gay rant, and I'll be on my way.
They
Yeah.
had lots of those at the DNC.
We had an older
Gay
gentleman
rants.
who came into the shop one day, and he asked us if we had any 1911s or gay rands, and we we had to try real hard not to laugh.
I'd have laughed. I'd have laughed.
I feel like some people just go on to streams they don't agree with and act surprised at something they don't agree with. Candace,
Yeah,
I think you're
that's
totally right.
exactly what they do.
I
They
think
just
that people literally have it so easy these days that they have nothing better to do than sit around and just be negative for fun.
Yeah, back in my day, we used to write letters to them.
Retarded.
yeah, they're just scrolling through live streams and they
Elko
just
Ant,
comment.
welcome.
Chances are they're not even real people.
Right?
They're just AI bots or whatever.
What's up, Carolyn? Awesome. Good to see y'all, man. There's some names that I'm noticing in the comments that are consistently joining our lives. Man, thank you, Rick. We really appreciate you guys. You know, one thing that we're against right now, YouTube changed their policies, their monetization policies, and they also changed their community guidelines. And because of that, it kind of affects our channel. Basically, gun channels or channels related to gun content are being shadow banned right now, and it is very, very clear and easy to see. You can go and look at our metrics.
Thanks,
Are available for anyone. It's not TubeBuddy. What's the other one? Social Blade.
Yep, Social Blade.
If you go to socialblade.com, you can actually look up all the metrics of any YouTube channel and compare it to any other channel. And what you'll see is that between December and April, the King of Camo channel had this giant boost of subscribership, and we were getting all kinds of viewership on our videos, and we became a monetized channel. But as soon as the YouTube policies changed, our channel stopped getting views. We went from having 1.2 million views every 28 days. Right now, we're sitting just over 25,000 views for the last 28 days.
Wow.
And that is a huge drop. And
horrible.
shame on YouTube for doing that. It really sucks, but it really kind of helps and makes us feel a lot better when we hear people say, "Hey, I subscribed. I subscribed." Thank you, Herb. We appreciate that so much. You guys are the reason we do this. And you guys afford us this opportunity. You know, by having 71,000 subscribers, it affords us the opportunity to go talk to manufacturers, make deals, get brand deals, and then get cool stuff sent to us so we can make awesome content for you guys. And so we greatly appreciate anyone that subscribes.
L2 Flicks, thank you.
Yes, Ryan, tell the crazy statistic about our channel that you mentioned the other day in our video.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we look back through it, and when you start a YouTube channel, you can go into the back end analytics, and whenever you do that, you can see exactly how many people, percentage wise, watches your videos that are subscribed and are not subscribed. And I get it. A lot of people watch our lives and they watch our shorts. Almost 90% of the people that watch our stuff are not subscribed. About 10% are. And
which is great, which is really crazy. So if you are a fan of ours, we really appreciate it if you hit the bell notification so that you get notified every time we post a new video. We don't just do shorts and we don't just do lives. We actually do main videos as well. And we also have a podcast where we like to highlight other people. So our podcast is a great place to learn about other businesses, other content creators. So we really appreciate you guys.
I haven't looked at mine, but I would imagine most people are like in that really low subscriber to non-subscriber
It depends what channel you look at. It's kind of strange. Each channel has its own flavor, and
If you can tell, I'm very serious when it comes to our channel. Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
We're the kind of channels where you come to get real information, all serious, no jokes.
Yep.
You know, like when Ryan eats a pigeon and he has feathers stuck to his upper lip.
God.
Yeah. L2 Flicks, that over there on the other side of the split screen is Mr. Lee Snow. He has 1.9 million followers on TikTok, and he just started a YouTube channel not too long ago.
And I hit 2,100 subscribers today.
Yeah, baby. I remember when you were just at like 300 and something.
I know. It actually, my shorts are doing pretty well. My
That's
long form
awesome, man.
videos are trash, but
no, I don't think
it'll
so.
come.
I thought your
Views
video.
wise, I feel like
Oh,
the editing's pretty good, but views wise, like I think my goals video last I checked had like less than 100 views.
oh, it'll come. It'll come.
Yeah.
I think as more people catch on to your good content and
I
your
got an idea. I got an idea for some not all of my content, but some of it is gonna be because I told you about my buddy that passed away.
yeah.
I'm gonna do some videos like talking about mental health while at the range, kind of
Yep.
thing.
Yep. Which I think is a great thing, man. I think that's a really beautiful way to honor your friend too.
Yeah.
Kind of
Other than this
keep pushing.
extremely itchy tattoo that I have, this thing is driving me insane.
keep kind of pushing the message that he was pushing through his music.
Yeah, that's my idea at least. But I'm still gonna be making fart jokes.
Okay. Yes, that's what Lee's kind of known for is making fart jokes. He's really good at them. He's got he keeps coming up with them.
I love guns, but I'm 11. What guns can 11-year-olds shoot?
A Navy
Whatever your
SEAL is
parents will
11
allow.
years old. Okay.
Hey.
Mom, if you're allowed to be on here right now.
Probably.
Yeah, you're not even old enough to have an account on YouTube. You have to be 13.
Yeah. I'm gonna Navy SEAL, I'm gonna go ahead and put you in a little timeout, okay? While you go ask mommy.
Dirty Damien, don't ask questions you're not ready to hear the answer to. Okay.
Dirty Damien. Dirty Damien.
What was the
We
last
know
time
Damien
you farted?
very well.
We know Mr. Damien very well.
15 seconds ago, you can't hear what happens below this camera.
There you go.
That's funny. Awesome. Let's see. Hickok 45 just had the same issues. What issues was that?
Probably
With
about the policy
the
stuff.
guidelines
yeah,
and
yeah,
views
yeah, yeah.
numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they
Yeah,
also
man.
made it
I
to
mean,
where
it's across all gun channels. Any conservative channel, really.
They made it to where long form videos cannot be sponsored by a gun company.
Yeah.
So that's gonna hurt all of us because like we need sponsor. Like I can't go buy a new gun for every video. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or ammo. Freaking ammo's like
Super expensive
ridiculously
right now.
expensive when you're actually now. There are some review channels that when they review the gun, they've shot like 10 rounds through it. That's doable, I guess. But if you're actually gonna try a gun before you review it,
Yeah. And be genuine and honest about it
yeah,
and do your due diligence in the information that you're gonna give out.
yeah,
Yeah, you gotta put some rounds through it. You gotta for sure.
that's
L2
like
Flakes, thanks for joining. We appreciate you.
TikTok Shop. You can do like on TikTok Shop. You can request samples, and so when I request a sample, it gives you like 5 days to make the video. And all the companies are like, "Why haven't you posted the video yet?"
Yeah.
Because I haven't even gotten the product yet, man.
Right.
And then I'm gonna carry it for 2 weeks before I use it for a couple weeks. That's the honest way to do this stuff. But I mean, you can make money doing anything.
Yeah, Ryan and I have kind of decided, look, we're not going to really care what YouTube tries to do to us. We're
Yeah.
not even going to worry about trying to make sure that our videos are monetizable. We're just going to make sure that we put out good content for our viewers,
Yeah, at this point, we're just
and
sticking
that's
with
what
it.
we're going to stick to. And we'll try to make our money from YouTube elsewhere, with brand deals and things of that nature.
Yeah, and
Um,
like most creators aren't really doing it for the money anyways. Like I've got 2 full-time jobs. I'm
right.
fine. I just do this
This
for
is a
fun.
passion for us, right? It's a passion
It's a
thing.
little extra money to goof around with or go out to dinner with or something like that, but it's
Yeah, I mean, with I can tell you right now, with 71,000 subscribers, over 30 million views on our channel, YouTube has not paid us even enough to make your first payment on a Cadillac Escalade.
I
you,
got bad credit. That payment would be really high for me.
well, it's about $1,000. Yeah, it's probably about $1,000. But that's kind of what I was. Yeah,
Yeah.
Meal Team 6. Watch out, Alex. We'll eat you, bro. We'll eat you.
I'm hungry now. I haven't eaten dinner
Meal
yet. I
Team
gotta go home.
6.
Big and chunky. We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you, Alex. You could
I
go
like
eat a dick.
I like that Alex says it's Meal Team 6 and the next comment is an account called Big and Chunky.
And he says, "I subbed."
You're welcome.
Rock on, bro. That's badass.
Tomorrow we're gonna live stream us eating donuts. Stick around, Alex.
Yeah,
You'll love
Can you
it.
please do this?
yeah. Donuts named Alex. We're gonna put
What's your
Alex and
credit
icing
score?
on there.
It's lower than most people's IQ. No.
Mhm.
Damien.
It ain't that low. I do pay
Oh
my
man.
bills every now and then. No. Um
Right? Yeah, the number two. Yeah, exactly.
Dega
Um,
boys, are you from Talladega, Alabama?
No,
Is
that's
that
our
what
good
your
buddy
name's?
Tom from the Dega
Oh.
Boys. His channel is the one that we went and did our Dega Games video with, where we actually went
Oh,
to Talladega with them
yeah.
and competed against them.
the Dega Boys are one of my favorite channels. If you are into NASCAR at all, Dega Boys is where you need to tune into for all the latest and greatest news, analysis.
My
Uh,
wife grew
um,
up just around Talladega. Also,
yeah.
have the Dega boys heard the story you told me on the phone the other night, Nate, about the towel situation at Talladega?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Um, what's Lee's channel called? I missed it. So
It's
Lee's channel is called it's at Lee M Snow.
yeah.
And then
Lee's like
if
Chinese, M as in Michael, snow like the stuff that comes from the sky. Everywhere
awesome.
but Georgia.
Lames.
Yeah, the Dega Boys do have a stream tonight. And Raphael's says it's his birthday. So happy birthday, Raphael. Hope you get really, really wet from us giving you that shout out. Mine is about 700. Can you give me a
No
shout out? It's my
comment.
birthday. This is like the second time that yeah. Um, as a sand boy, I don't comprehend snow.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
Nate,
funny
it's
to me that my name is Snow and I grew up in Alabama and I live in Georgia where we don't get any of it, but whatever.
We'll get some. We'll get about an
Yeah,
inch
there
in
I
the whole
am right
state
there.
this now.
Yeah, yeah, we get about an inch of snow. I hate to miss a meal. All right, Lefty. Good night. It's good to have you in here. Yeah, speaking of which, it's getting a little late, and
Yeah.
we're probably gonna pop off of here. Thank you guys for joining. Lee, real quick, tell everybody how they can follow you, where they can follow you, before we go.
Dirty Damien put it in the chat, youtube.com/@LeeMSnow. And then that is my username on every single social media platform ever. So if you want to find me on anything, it's the exact same username.
Okay.
Holy crap, Damien. He figured out the copy paste feature on his phone.
Dirty Damien is my oldest child.
Is he really?
He really is. I'm gonna have to have a chat with him about some of the comments he made this evening.
Run. Just run. Go
I
hide.
haven't seen anything.
Yeah. That's
Now I'm
awesome.
gonna go back and look at the chat.
Love from the Philippines. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for watching from the
We love y'all too.
Philippines. We love you too.
Y'all. That's how you say it in the South. Y'all. We love y'all too.
Southwest PA. Yeah, you guys get tons of snow out there.
He said,
That's basically Canada.
Damien. What's the law about having a Mr. Minor and trying to get a gun?
Misdemeanor.
Oh yeah, okay.
Spelling.
Okay.
Yikes. We need to have a grammar lesson for all of our fine people in our chat room.
Listen, I think it really depends on what the misdemeanor's for.
Yeah, I think so.
Because if it involves violence, you probably won't be able to keep your gun.
Yeah, jaywalking, assault and battery.
We do get snow down here. It snows about once a year, and it snows about an inch, and the whole state shuts down for 3 days.
Because we don't have the infrastructure for that kind of white devil's powder.
That's
white
what
devil's
Southern
powder.
people say. Every Southern person I've ever met says we don't have the infrastructure. In reality, yes, we don't. But it's also because people just turn stupid when it snows.
That's true.
Yeah, they really do.
Because they've never seen it before. All right.
Should I bring my gun into a store, worked on to get worked on, but have it loaded, racked, and my finger on the trigger? Sure. If you want like 6 bullets in your eye socket,
I would love that.
yeah, come on in, retard. Let me go ahead and ban you forever. All right, guys. Thank you everybody for watching tonight. Don't forget to go over and follow Mr. Lee Snow. He is an absolutely gem of a human. We love him over here on the channel, and you're gonna see him a lot more doing stuff with us. Thank you
Wait till
guys
you
for
see
those
the
of
gun.
you who,
It'll probably be like next year or sometime, but we got a collab coming out.
we do actually have a really cool collab coming out. In fact, maybe we'll talk about it again here very soon. Yeah. So thank you everyone for watching. We
All right.
appreciate you guys. Lee, thank you for joining us, brother.
No
We
problem,
love you,
guys.
man.
See y'all later. Thanks for having me.
God bless. Have a good night.
Deuces.